What's up, the horror man? T-Money86. Pardon my dress code. I am at work right now. But I just finished watching this video, and I had to run outside into my car and I had to record this because I just all of a sudden got really emotional. I was in there stacking jars and doing work, and I know you said you didn't want this to be a sad thing, but it just got me to realize just how precious life is, and all I could think of when you were talking about your grandfather and your grandmother is my relationship with my grandparents that I loved and always thought they were the best people in the world so much. And I hate to take something so, sad that happened to you and turn it on me, but I think it's a good thing in a sense, because I haven't reflected on my grandmother's death since 2008 and how much she meant to me. But I just want to say this video isn't about me, it's about you and what you're currently going through. So man, of course I send you my deepest condolences. That's an understatement, man. I just want to say that I love your videos, and you will be able to pull through this. I know you can, because time heals all wounds, and I know that sounds cheesy, but I am confident that you already have so many memories of the good times you spent with your grandfather, living with him day in and day out, that I think those will be able to carry through for your lifetime. And to look on the bright side, and I know you do, the fact that he did live such a good life and you did get to be such a big part of it. And obviously I'm sure you meant just as much, if not more, to him as he meant to you. As they always say, every time I say to my mother I love you, she says I love you more. So I'm sure he felt that way about you too. But thank you. Thank you for, and I know I look so stupid, but I just had to get this out there. I just wanted to thank you for helping me, because I was at a really weird point in my life when I lost my grandmother, who meant the absolute world to me. I was really, really young when I lost my grandfather. I was probably like 3 or 4. And he was an amazing guy too, and I have crazy memories of him just giving me piggyback rides on the carpet, and I used to play the drums on his stomach and stuff. But it's so important to cherish the memories we have with people we love so much. And work and life in general just can so easily distract you from that. So thank you, even though it was the middle of the day and I probably shouldn't have clicked play until I got home. But thank you for just helping me to, not to grieve again, but just to remember and to be appreciative of the good times that I had with my family, because my grandma was amazing. And her name was Mary, but I called her T-Bone or Ted because she was a big woman. Us Greek Italians are pretty big boned, and I used to play with the fat that she had on her neck. I used to squeeze it, and she just reminded me of a big old teddy bear. So Mary became Ted very quickly and very young, T-Bone. And she loved to hang out at the Polo Lounge in Florida. When she retired, when she lost my grandfather, she moved to Florida from New Jersey, and spent the rest of her days there, and we would visit her twice a year, and just hang out with T-Bone the rock star. She was really, really cool and laid back, and a wonderful woman, just like I'm sure your grandparents were as well. I know they were. So thanks, dude. I don't unfortunately have any movies to talk about right now, but I can say that my earliest love of horror, I mean, I've loved horror my whole life, but my earliest memories of, even a lot of the memories I associate with spending time in Florida, not so much New Jersey because I was much younger then, but I can remember going to the Blockbuster. And it's funny because when I was in Florida, we would go to the Blockbuster and we would rent movies frequently, always. And what movies would we rent? Rabid. David Cronenberg's Rabid, Bill Lustig's Uncle Sam, even Rob Zombie's House of a Thousand Corpses. These were all movies that I almost like. You know how you kind of establish a routine when you go to certain places. Certain things remind you of certain places, remind you of certain things. You have certain memories. Well, we're all about tradition in our family, so I would make it a point every time I went to my grandmother's house in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, to rent one of those 3 movies. And The Exorcist, she had a tape. I think it was my Uncle Drew's. I'll never forget. She had a tape of The Exorcist in her living room in one of the drawers there, and I was fascinated by that, and I'd play the crap out of that one. And just good times. And it's funny because like you said, like, horror does have some sort of, it's been incorporated in everything that I do always. So although I don't have so many memories. I do, though. We used to watch Unsolved Mysteries. That's another huge thing. My grandmother loved some Unsolved Mysteries, and I just remember being in Florida watching Unsolved Mysteries with her on TV. That and Judge Judy, but it's not so much horror. But I just wanted to say thanks, dude, for this video. I know it's very scattered. For your video, for helping me to reflect on my own losses. And you know, I never really felt like I was able to properly grieve my grandmother's death because I was at a personal place at the time that it happened, and it's kind of it's been a source of major frustration for me over the years. So I just want to say thank you, man, for helping me even today at work to just recall the good times, and just a little bit even, and so thank you for that. And I love you, the Horror Man. Thank you for this, and you'll pull through. I know you will. So again, sorry that this was totally random, but I just wanted to send my condolences first and foremost to you, sir, for your loss, your great loss. But remember the good times. Let those memories, you know, guide you through each day, and you know, just know that you meant probably, I shouldn't say probably, you meant the world to him, and I know that. The fact that you lived with him and took care of him, and just judging by, I love the cheeseburger story too. That put a big old smile on my face, so I love that. It's great. So thanks, man. And I used to eat at a place called Bootleggers, and Bootleggers was in New Jersey's. Or was it Bootleggers? Boodles. Boodles was in New Jersey. And then in Florida, we used to go out to eat. My grandmother loved to go out to eat, so we would always go to all kinds of different restaurants. But Aruba's Beach House is one that I remember going. And of course, she, unlike your grandfather, well, I guess maybe it was Florida, so it was warm anyway. But she liked to stay out till the crack of dawn. And party. But she was an animal. So thanks again, dude. Again, my deepest condolences to you and your family. And if you ever need anything, anyone to talk to or anything, you know, I'm there. I'm here always. So take care, buddy. Thanks.